Shout out Sports Card Show. It is Tuesday, August 16th, 22. Hope you guys are doing great. Really appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. Most importantly, like, comment, feedback is always appreciated. Listen, also send me new channels. If you got a new channel, your friend's new channel, I haven't mentioned it, I haven't talked about it, let me know. Drop a link below. Let's build this hobby love community. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean, I think I got 16 different content creators to talk about. Mondays are good days. A lot of good stuff and a really cool story at the end. Sit back. Let's go. Let's start with some sub love for some of the small but great channels out there. House of Cards puts together this Monday mailbag every week. Really love what he puts together. And just, again, consistency. 155 weeks, man. Good stuff. I enjoy the interaction. He responds to me, answers my questions. Ask him a question. Tell him ZiggyNo sent you. Give him some sub love. Another OG. I think I've talked about Whisker Griff. I just found this. This is one of those videos where remember I try to make you laugh, think, or get moved to emotion. This one made me giggle. Now, Whisker Griff, please don't get mad at me, but man, listen to you talk about this massacre. I was giggling. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was giggling. I giggled. Okay. Another OG talking about the National. Long video here. Definitely worth a listen. Could be a podcast. Is Eric from those back pages. Really love just getting his insight, his shares from the National. He did mention he had COVID, he got sick. I'm glad he's doing better. I think that's why this video is delayed. But again, just really good sub love. For 2,000 subscribers, man, those back pages on fire. And OG, we'll talk about it a little bit later on too. Cards and culture, sub love. Help them break 300. Great conversation down there in the Bayou. I think they're down in Baton Rouge. Cajun Cardboard here on the left. Culture and Cards and Culture on the right. Cool conversation. Listen about the National. Both of them down there, different reasons. Really like listening to the story. Just really good. Listen, subscribe. Tell them ZiggyNo sent you. RJM Collectibles. Really like this video because this is not just your typical sharing your breaks or sharing your cartridges. I really appreciate that too. We'll get some sub love out, but he also did sharing some of his latent sports card break results, which I find interesting. I asked him to share a little bit like how much was the break? Was it a random or PYT? What'd you pay? What'd you think your return was? That'd be cool if he wants to add that. But if he doesn't, I like the fact he's sharing this data. I would like to see more on breaks. I'm not in a position to do breaking right now. I'll just say that, but I am a huge fan. Huge fan. Like a Sports Card Anonymous addiction type of thing, man. Card Wolf. Oh, because he's always hunting for some cards. Great video here. He opens up basically a lot he buys on eBay. And he goes up this one card here. It's what he really was after, this second year Gretzky card. But he gets all these other cards, talks about the box, and that was pretty cool. Kind of give her wonder about some of the stuff's on eBay. Well, he kind of answers one of those questions for you. Great video here. Sub love out for nothing but cards, cardboard. Look, quick takeaway, write down everything you do. If you don't write it down, keep receipts. But I will tell you, just try to keep a log. Most of us geeks in the card world, can geek on what we did and, how much you spent on it. But this is a really good video into that. Also, great recap on their series, their dummy series, which I really like. So check out the video. Again, tell them ZiggyNo sent you. Great video here. I love this video. Someone talked to Keen. Listen, Keen, I enjoyed this. And don't take this the wrong way. It's funny. I posted this comment, and I appreciate him responding to this. But he basically talks about in this video right here, 3 minutes in, about how this guy came in with a Pelican case of cards. Says, look, I'll sell the whole case to you guys, $600. Who wants it? But you can't look in the box. And everybody looks around like, no, it's okay, man. So he comes back a little bit later and goes, okay, you can look in the box, but it's $600 for the whole box. And these guys buy it from him. And King comes over, he's talking back, goes, yeah, I just missed it. My first thought was, if I were to steal cards, I would go to a card show and go and play mystery box. Hey, man, all the cards in the box for $600. You want to buy it? And they're like, no. Then I'll let you see the box. And they're like, yeah. I'm just saying. And he had a really great response. So check out his video. Look at his response to my comment about this. I thought it was great. And again, give him some sub love. Tell him ZiggyNo sent you. Really like this video. Dirk Remington does this series on, chasing retail. I'm going to show you right here. Here's the fruit of his labor. He has this whole video, 16 minutes of just struggle. I mean, I've been there. And I remember these moments when you see it. And look, don't anybody criticize this man for taking every damn piece he could. I applaud him. I would too, man. I will tell you, back in the day when I would do this, I couldn't afford to buy it all. So I would buy all of it, but I'd normally call my friends. I'd call my friends and I'd text and say, dude, I got all the retail you want. Take a picture, I'd send them to them. I'd say, send me some cash. And they'd PayPal me money. And then I'd buy it all. And I'd get home and I just divvy it out to people at cost. So it wasn't like I was doing it all for myself. I was doing it for my fellow card addict friends to make sure we got the juice at the best price we could, man. Okay, great video here from the coaches. Really like the coaches. Great conversation. The coaches mentioned me. I always appreciate being mentioned. They talk about a little bit everything. They talk about Tatis. We'll talk about that in a moment. They talk about the 86 Fleer. They talk about the Ken Golden. Oh, I'll ask for this video. Apparently, Ken Golden made a video about the Tatis guy, right? The guy's a Tatis super factor. Made some video. Ken Golden made a video. I haven't seen this. If I see this, guys, you'll hear about it. Where he says, oh, the guy could have sold this and he lost more money in not selling this card than Tatis will in this deal. And I thought to myself, this is why Ken Golden is an asshole. Ken Golden only sees dollars in cards and margins of how he can make a piece of a card. You see what I'm saying? I look at that super collector and think, dude, you bought the Tatis card and you're writing out. That's great. We all have stories about cards you could have sold, made more money, or you sold it too early, or whatever. You lost me. But to make a move like that, Ken Golden, you're an asshole. Asshole. And let me tell you, I find that video, I'm going to make a bigger stink out of it too. Somebody give me a comment about that below. Coaches, I apologize for going on a tangent. Please do check out the coaches. They're much more calm than I am. And I did like the Tatis video. I like their spin on it. I like their conversation. They talk about she collects cards. Check it out. If you want to talk about Tatis, this video is awesome. Let's talk wax. Sub love. Tom ZiggyNo sent you. Breaks down. I love Bowman. He talks about Bowman. And here's the favorite part he talks about. How a box that's rated right now at D could actually pop up to an A or an elite box in value just based on some players moving, what players might do. Like the Tatis rookie box just went down in value. And that's kind of what's cool about prospecting. Don't get me wrong. These guys know they're going to get burned, but kind of that's part of the fun. They get burned and then they sit it out. And they don't get burned. They either wait out the player or they wait out the year or the wax. It just, I don't know. I like this. I like the insight. Makes me, again, appreciate it. I love Bowman baseball. God, I love Bowman baseball. Seal Bowman baseball. Great video here. Love Mike's retro trading cards. They talked a little bit about the 86 Fleer box. I'm not going to beat that horse to death. But what I want to talk about is they also mentioned what I brought up to people's attention last week was the Fanatics comment made by Celebrity Breakers about how they did this very vague comment about how we signed an exclusive with Fanatics. Looks like it's just bogus because nothing's come out of it a week over it later. I'll keep my finger on it, but nothing's come out of that. And I made a comment, and I misspoken when I said the comment creators who had commented on it should retract their statements. I'm not saying they should go out and correct their resources or verify their resources, but what I think they should do is go, hey, now that was actually bogus, let's think about this. Like, why would Fanatics ever do an exclusive licensing to a card, to a breaker? Is that good or bad? Would they want to exert that pressure? No, some people are going to say, oh yeah, they would. Like, in fact, that's the thing is when that was notified, when that Twitter came out, everybody's like, yeah, Fanatics, yeah, the big ass bullies. They did this exclusive with Celebrity Breaks. It's just their angle. But it probably isn't their angle. And I'll just say this, it's not in their best interest to force exclusives. Right? Fanatics isn't looking to get regulatory attention by having a monopoly, whether you want to call it that or not. They want some competition or somebody they can point to. Hey, we compete with them, which is why I don't think they're going to buy Panini. Right? I think Panini and Leaf and these other companies will linger. Anyway, I just want to clarify. I don't ask anybody to retract statements when it comes to influencers and data. We can't check all the facts, but I do think they should do follow-ups to stories we report on and how facts change. Does it make sense? Hope that makes sense, Mike and team. Okay, great video here. I say great because it's a great curator. Okay, look, it is a good video. I enjoy Soccer Dude. I can't remember this guy's name. I can't remember his name. Merle World. In fact, this video might come out again on Merle World's channel, but it's a good conversation listening to them talk about the deals, the national, their workup from the last year. I will say this. What amazes me is these guys last year were walking the national, and this year they had a booth there. You got to think that probably upset some people. I don't know. I don't know if the dealers are upset about that or not. I think it's awesome they were there. I think it's great. I hope they're there next year. I think that's cool. But I did think that was interesting how fast they were able to leverage their popularity, their influence to get a booth at the national. It was damn cool, man. And I will say, Merle, sometimes you remember the camera's on, dude. You make a comment here. I'm just going to pick on you, Merle, but you make a comment about when he's dealing with some customers, sometimes he would go, oh, I can't get internet access. When he actually did have internet access because he was paying like $80, but he'd play I can't get internet access to, Merle, don't tell us that. You're on camera. But it was funny. I giggled. You made me giggle. Mojo Breaks. Big fan of these guys. Saw them at the National. Got a shirt from them. Hoping to talk to them, actually, do an interview with these guys. I want to blow it by saying that too early, and then they're not going to do one. But hopefully, I'm going to nail these guys down for a nice conversation. I'll tell you what I want to talk about is the history. These guys were the original content creator when it came to what's going on in the hobby, the weekly breakdown video channel. And we'll talk about that when I get these guys on my show sometime in the future. But in this video, they talk about hype. In fact, my favorite one is they talk a little bit about Kenny Golden and about the hype on the triple logo man. And the triple logo man for LeBron went for 2 point something million, but the triple logo man with Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron went for like 1.6. It's just, and his comments are we caught up in the hype? Is the hype train still going on? And yeah, it is, man. It's okay. It's okay. It is. You guys, your show used to be called the hype, right? It is the hype 250. Another quick thing to talk about in the hype, they talk about Zero Cool, and they talk about the hype around Stranger Things. And I went over there, I was checking out, well, has any notification on Stranger Things? There's nothing on here. They're still doing the Heine, what's it, Jack Heine, the Jackass, which I did think the recap was kind of interesting to see that it's over $100 a box. I have to assume this Stranger Things stuff is going to sell for a ridiculous amount. Will it be more expensive than the Gary Vee? Wasn't Gary Vee like $2,000 a box? And why are they waiting so long to launch this Zero Cool Stranger Things release? Okay, couple more videos real quickly. Last two videos, as controversial as I'm going to get. Nothing special, really. Just, I like to keep it cool on a Tuesday, or this Tuesday at least. John Mangini did a great video. I do hope you check this out. Serious hobby discussion. And he directs some serious frustration to hobby influencers. And I feel it's frustration. I actually reached out to him. He's another person I would like to get on the show and do a conversation with. And what I want to ask him is, well, how do we fix this? How do we rectify this? What is the answer? I mean, he talks about specifically, I'll just give you an example. Jeff looks like an idiot at the National. So would it be better if Jeff had brought in an expert? For example, had Jeff reached out to those back pages and say, hey, Eric, man, I dig your channel. You're respected in the industry. Would you come be my baseball card expert? I'm going to go buy a Mickey Mantle. Would that have been better received? Like, why did Jeff do what he did when he bought the things he did? I don't know. I do think he's receptive. I do think it'd be in his best interest that he has a positive note, because John's message here is, look, dude, if people keep listening to Jeff and they get burned, like they all go out and buy the Mickey Mantles at $15,000 when they could have got them for $8,500 or $10,000, they're going to be upset. And I agree with him. I absolutely agree. So, John, how do we fix this? How do we make this better? I don't know if there's an answer, but that's the question I want to ask. You guys have answers? Let me know. Last video I'm going to talk about is an interview here with Brian, who's on TikTok. Really cool conversation, because Brian is blowing up on TikTok. I actually have not been on TikTok. I kind of just realized it's a media I cannot tackle, so I ignore it. Because when I'm watching, I'm like, damn it, why am I not on TikTok? So it is something that's on my very, very back burner, but I did enjoy this conversation. Gave me a lot of tips. I do recommend TikTok. God, this is a really good space there, TikTok, for us in the sports card world. Also an opportunity to grow the sports card world. I'm going to close with this, guys. Today, Tuesday, the 15th, I spent an hour on the phone with Dr. Beckett. I'm looking forward, and this was his interview on his channel, so I'm going to be pumping his channel pretty much every day, because I like him anyway, and he should have more subscribers, okay? I know he's more podcasts, but he's going to be releasing clips from our conversation, guest interview, and I can't tell you how much it impacted me. I told him at the beginning, and I don't know if he'll put this in the video, and I'm not going to try to scoop anything, but I said to him, this conversation is going to have an influence on me and what I do in the hobby. I told him at the beginning of that, because I knew it going in, like, that conversation has had a profound impact on what I'm going to do moving forward in the hobby. I'll leave it at that. Definitely check it out. Check out his channel. You don't even tell him Ziggy sent you. Just go check him out, man. You do check him out. Don't tell him Ziggy sent you. I don't want you going there because I sent you there. You should be there because you should be there. Guys, have a great freaking day, man. A great day. I got a lot of content I'm trying to get out. Life's been really busy. I got some interviews. And I'll say this. I got interviews. People have been bouncing back and forth. It's scheduling, and it's mostly on my side. My schedule and my internet, it sucks. I stay in my remote cabin sometimes. The internet out there's been terrible. And I enjoy the time out there. It's peaceful. But anyway, I digress. Thank you. Have a great day.